This doesn't mean you have to unnaturally change who you are. Instead, it means that you can develop and showcase your best qualities in a genuine and appealing way. In today's video, we will explore principles from Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought that helps us live more fully and meaningfully. We will guide you on how to make an impression and attract women by controlling your emotions, demonstrating patience, and living according to your values. In today's dating world, it's not just men who take the initiative in relationships. Women also have their own standards and desires. Come along as we reveal 10 strategies for attracting women's attention and earning their desire to be in a committed and meaningful relationship. In order to ensure that you don't miss any of the videos in this series, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Most importantly, though, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section below with your opinions on these techniques or your personal experiences. Using Stoic psychology in your interpersonal interactions, getting input from the community and having daily conversations about it will help us all become better versions of ourselves. So let's get started on the path to becoming the best versions of ourselves. First and foremost, learn to control your emotions. It's normal to place people you like on a pedestal, but this can be harmful. Women become disinterested in you if they perceive you to be overly eager or reliant on their attention. Instead, aim to be the cool, collected center of your own universe. Let's say you've recently met someone you truly like. Your natural tendency may be to give her all of your attention and make her the source of your happiness. But this strategy frequently backfires when you reveal too much about yourself and make her the center of your happiness. You unintentionally signal that you are overly invested, which can make you appear less attractive because it suggests a lack of other options and a sense of death. To avoid this, maintain a sense of mystery and independence. Show her that she is not the only source of your happiness by pursuing your interests and hobbies, instead of letting her rule your emotions and your happiness. Spend time with friends, focus on personal development, and engage in the activities you enjoy. When she observes that you lead a rich and fulfilling life outside of her, she will be more drawn to and intrigued by you. For example, if you enjoy hiking or playing an instrument, make sure you keep doing these things and even share your enthusiasm for them informally. Possess hobbies and a life that isn't all about her. She will begin to see you as a highly valued person with lots of choices. Additionally, managing your emotions is not responding rashly to circumstances. For example, if she cancels a date or doesn't answer to your emails right away, don't become angry or irate. Instead, respond calmly and sympathetically. Your ability to maintain emotional stability will set you apart because it shows that you are not easily influenced by other forces. Men who display emotional strength and resilience are inherently attractive to women because they desire someone who can handle stress and doesn't give up easily. By living up to these Stoic ideals, you not only become more attractive but also demonstrate that you are a deeply flawed and morally complex individual. If you can keep your emotions in check and demonstrate that you're a well-rounded person, she will start to view you as a valuable asset worth pursuing. Being emotionally balanced and having a variety of joys in your life is not the same as being frigid or uncaring. Turning the tables in your favor. Number 2, stay true to your values. As a Stoic, you must always strive to be a better man, focusing on your aims and goals. Women are drawn to men with options and those who exude confidence and emotional stability. This perception shift can cause her to behave differently toward you, treating you with more respect and admiration. Women are drawn to men who can achieve their goals and exhibit a strong work ethic. If you're a man who lacks ambition and doesn't put in a lot of effort in your relationships, this commitment to self-improvement will not only improve your life, but also change the dynamic of your relationships. If you're always available and spending all your time with her, she might think you're lazy. Laziness is not seen as a masculine trait and can be a significant turnoff. Instead, learn to prioritize your career and personal growth. This doesn't mean you should ignore her completely or work 24/7. Balance is key. Let her see that you value your work and personal goals, but also make time for her. This balance will show her that she holds a special place in your life by living your values and demonstrating that you are a man of purpose and ambition. You naturally become more attractive. Women are drawn to men who know what they want and are not afraid to go after it. They admire strength, determination, and the ability to balance work with personal life. Living your values also means staying true to your principles and not compromising them for anyone. For instance, if honesty is one of your core values, always be truthful in your interactions, even if it might be difficult. This consistency builds trust and respect. When a woman sees that you are unwavering in your values, she will appreciate you more and feel confident in the partnership. Being disciplined is another component of embodying your principles. A Stoic man exercises self-control and resilience. Show her that you can overcome obstacles and setbacks with grace and determination. Whether it's handling a challenging situation at work or conquering personal hurdles, your ability to stay calm and focused will impress her. Additionally, it's important to be proactive in your own personal development. Constantly strive to better yourself by picking up new skills, staying in shape, or engaging in activities that enrich your life. This not only makes you a well-rounded person, but also maintains the relationship. Lively and captivating, talk to her about your passions and inspire her to follow her own interests. In conclusion, this mutual progress fosters a stronger bond and appreciation. Accept the Stoic idea of leading a morally upright life. Be the greatest version of yourself and prioritize your goals, while still letting her know that she is an important part of your life. This balance will make her want you more, because she will notice the special combination of ambition and attentiveness that you provide by upholding your morals. You not only draw in women who value and respect you, but you also provide the groundwork for a committed and long-lasting partnership. Thirdly, give up looking for confirmation. In the context of Stoicism, self-respect, and inner peace, one of the biggest traps many guys fall into is the constant need for validation. They constantly try to entertain the person in front of them, which can be damaging to their self-respect. Remember, you're not on stage performing for an audience. You're not someone's source of entertainment. Calmness is crucial, because when you look to other people for approval, you give up control over your own feelings and well-being. Rather than approaching women as a target audience, concentrate on upholding your own morals and ideals. In order to make her like you more, picture yourself on a date and always attempting to make her laugh or agree with everything she says. This behavior can come across as needy and insecure, so instead, assume a Stoic approach. Be at ease and self-assured in your identity without needing permission from others. Although it may seem counterintuitive, women find self-assured and grounded men attractive. They value a man who respects himself and is steadfast in his beliefs. They don't want a guy who praises every statement they make because that shows a lack of personal strength. To develop this mindset, consider a time when, rather than agreeing with everything said in a conversation, you respectfully expressed your honest opinion. This kind of authenticity is appealing because it demonstrates that you are at ease with who you are and that you value real connections over fleeting approval. Exercise awareness and introspection. Concentrate on your personal objectives and interests. When you are sincerely involved in your life, you radiate an alluring, natural confidence. Practically speaking, this means taking part in activities that increase your confidence and sense of worth regardless of other people's perceptions. Women are drawn to guys who have a strong sense of self and who don't rely on others for validation. When your happiness and sense of worth originate from within, you are less likely to look for it outside of yourself. Additionally, self-discipline is a crucial aspect of Stoicism that can assist in this regard. Women find it attractive when a man knows what he wants, doesn't compromise his values for transient approval, and stands firm in his beliefs. In summary, stop looking for validation if you want to build a lasting relationship. Be a man who appreciates himself, is at ease in his own skin, and upholds his moral principles. Not only will this Stoic approach increase your attractiveness, but it will also result in more deep and lasting relationships. As true confidence originates from inside, and when you live by this philosophy, women will gravitate toward you. Number 4. Have faith in your skills. Self-belief is a core value not only in life but also in Stoicism, or the philosophy of Stoicism. Living a moral and satisfying life requires self-assurance and confidence. It's about realizing your value and realizing that it comes from within, not from outside validation. To truly live up to this principle, you must internalize the idea that you are the prize. When you see yourself as worthy and valuable, other people will naturally begin to see you that way as well. Imagine yourself entering a room with the assurance of someone who knows their worth. How do you think other people will react? They'll probably be drawn to your self-assuredness and begin to treat you with the respect you deserve. Let's use an illustration. Consider at a social gathering. If you approach the situation thinking you're not good enough, you'll probably come across as insecure or overly eager to please. Women may interpret this as a sign that you're not confident, which makes you less attractive. However, if you approach the situation thinking you're the prize, your demeanor changes. You stand tall, speak clearly, and interact with people confidently. This self-assured behavior is magnetic and draws people, including women. Think about another instance from the workplace. If you go into work believing that you are capable and valued, you will probably be more confident to take on difficulties and do a better job overall. This kind of mindset can result in promotions, acknowledgement, and respect from your peers. Women will notice this and naturally start chasing you because they recognize your worth. It's important to remember that this isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. Rather, it's about having a healthy sense of self-worth. In a similar vein, when you view yourself as someone valuable in relationships, you set a standard for how you expect to be treated. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius claimed that the quality of your thoughts determines how happy you are in life. When you view yourself as the prize, you increase your sense of value and, as a result, your level of happiness. Living by this notion entails taking care of yourself and being respectful to yourself. Engage in self-confidence-boosting activities such as working out, taking up a hobby, and creating objectives for yourself. Regularly review your accomplishments and skills to bolster your self-confidence. In the end, having confidence in oneself and believing in oneself generates a positive feedback cycle. Number 5. Your choices have an impact on relationships. Making wise choices is essential. Your self-assurance makes you more attractive, which attracts women. By following this Stoic principle, you not only improve your relationships, but also your overall quality of life. Start viewing yourself as the prize, and watch how it changes how others perceive and interact with you. This idea is in perfect harmony with Stoicism, which values clarity and decisiveness. As a guy, having the confidence to make judgments can make you more appealing and desired. Representing the Stoic idea of taking responsibility for your own life and deeds. Instead of being uncertain or undecided about where to go, assume the role of a date and make a solid decision. Conduct some preliminary study. Choose a nice place that you think she will enjoy that is within your budget. By doing this, you demonstrate the thoughtfulness and preparedness that are highly valued in a Stoic way of living. For example, if you plan to take her to her favorite intimate cozy restaurant for dinner, she will appreciate your effort and confidence. Making a decision, no matter how small, can have a significant impact on how she views you. It demonstrates to her that you are a person of action rather than simply words. This is reminiscent of the Stoic philosophy of accepting responsibility for your actions and concentrating on the things you can control. When men take the lead, they show that they are proactive and dependable, which makes them very appealing to women. Conversely, when women take the lead, they are forced to make decisions, which may give them a false sense of empowerment or make them feel like the winner. This dynamic has the potential to tip the scales in a negative way because women want men who can take the initiative, make decisions, and stick by them. It also demonstrates the strength and dependability that are essential to the Stoic philosophy. By making decisions with confidence, you also avoid the trap of being quickly taken in by her or becoming her girlfriend too soon. Instead, you stand by your principles and show that you are a serious person. This kind of inner strength is magnetic and will naturally draw her towards you, making her chase you. In relationships, Stoicism teaches us to maintain our composure and not let outside factors influence us. This means that you shouldn't be too eager to impress or please someone at the expense of your own beliefs and preferences. Instead, when you make decisions, you show that you value yourself and assert your presence, which increases your value in her eyes. Keep this in mind in all that you do. Connection. Allow your choices to matter. Adopt the Stoic mindset of taking command and managing your life, and you'll notice how it improves relationships and increases your attractiveness. Be resolute and strong in your decisions, and observe how she is drawn to your dependability and strength. This method improves your relationship while also fostering a stronger sense of confidence and self-worth that is consistent with the fundamental principles of Stoicism. If you're still with us at this point, please pause and leave your comments below, or just type "My decision matters." This little deed shows your dedication to a path of all-encompassing personal development. Let's continue on to number 6, request favors. Think about this. You want to develop a stronger relationship with this wonderful someone you've been getting to know. One effective but easy approach to accomplish this is to request a tiny favor. Although it may seem paradoxical, let's examine how this operates and why it completely conforms to Stoic ideals. Asking someone for a favor causes a small but important change in your relationship. Mechanisms. It draws on the Benjamin Franklin effect, a psychological theory that states that people tend to enjoy others more after lending them a favor. It's an intriguing occurrence that when you ask someone for a tiny favor, you're offering her a chance to invest in you, which can strengthen your bond and make her feel important. The important thing to remember, though, is moderation and intention. You don't want to appear weak or dependent. Stoicism encourages us to be independent and calm, so when you ask for help, make sure it's something little and sincere. For instance, you may ask her to suggest a nice book or assist you in selecting between 2 possibilities for movies. These kinds of favors don't appear reliant on you and are simple for her to complete. Here's a real-world example. Consider the following scenario. You notice that the person at the coffee shop is informed about various coffee blends. You could ask, "I'm trying to explore new coffee flavors. Do you have a recommendation for something unique?" This not only demonstrates your value for her opinion, but also starts a natural and interesting conversation. It's important to balance this approach if you constantly ask for favors. It might come off as if you can't handle things on your own, which is a huge turnoff. Women are attracted to men who are capable and independent. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes self-sufficiency and inner strength, so let these qualities shine through. Ask for favors sparingly and always reciprocate if she recommends a book. Perhaps you could share a great movie suggestion in return. Additionally, ensure that the favors you ask for are appropriate and respectful. They should be simple and natural, not something that could make her feel uncomfortable or creeped out. For instance, asking her to help you pick a gift for a mutual friend is thoughtful, but asking her to run an errand for you might be overstepping. In essence, the act of asking for favors should be a tool to build rapport and show appreciation for her input, not a crutch to lean on. Embrace the Stoic mindset by being balanced, thoughtful, and composed. By doing so, you'll naturally create an environment where she feels valued and intrigued by your genuine interest and independence. Keep in mind that the objective is to generate chances rather than force her to perform tasks for you. This strategy can gently strengthen the link between you and her, increasing the likelihood that she will pursue you as she recognizes the strength and authenticity in your character. Number 7, deep talks. Meaningful exchanges and mutual regard. Let's explore this crucial idea of having in-depth talks in more detail, since they can greatly improve your emotional bonds. When you're on a date with a woman, start by asking open-ended questions that allow her to share more about herself. If she mentions that she's a lawyer, don't just stop at the typical, "How do you like your job?" Instead, explore the motivations behind her career choice and ask what inspired her to become a lawyer. This question invites her to share her passion, dreams, and the journey that led her to where she is today. Moving further, Inquire about her personal history and questions about her child. This perfectly aligns with Stoic principles where understanding and genuine connection are highly valued. She may tell you a story about how her parents' commitment and hard work inspired her to pursue a career in law, which not only gives you insight into her values, but also demonstrates to her that you are genuinely interested in her as a person and not just as a date. These kinds of questions encourage her to reflect and open up, creating a bond that goes beyond the surface. The act of genuinely and profoundly connecting is consistent with the Stoic principles of genuineness and significant communication. Deep conversations also activate her mind, encouraging her to think about and share her experiences and memories. Stoics believe in understanding others deeply and connecting on a level that transcends the mundane. By doing this, you demonstrate that you are a thoughtful, attentive, and respectful individual, qualities that are naturally attractive and can make her more inclined to chase you. When you show her that you are genuinely interested in and astonished by her stories, this mental engagement might result in a subconscious bond that strengthens your relationship and increases her trustworthiness. Remember that asking questions isn't the only way to engage someone. You also need to actively listen, show empathy and curiosity in your response, and show her that you are paying attention by sharing your own ideas and experiences. This type of response fosters a sense of validation and appreciation. Embodying these Stoic principles in your interactions can help you build deeper, more meaningful connections that make women feel valued and understood. This emotional depth can be incredibly attractive and naturally encourage women to chase you in search of the genuine connection that you offer. Number 8. Your mutual exchange will make the conversation richer and more enjoyable for both of you. Good communication is essential. When speaking with a lady, things might easily go wrong if you don't communicate adequately. Confidence is essential. Talk confidently and forcefully, but don't feel obligated to accept everything she says. Instead, develop your own opinions. Think over your statements and communicate in a clear, considerate manner. Consider the following situation. When you join a group conversation at a party, rather than just nodding along and agreeing with everything said, take a moment to consider what you truly believe. Then, confidently but respectfully, share your perspective. For example, if the topic is travel destinations and everyone is talking about Paris but you had a great experience in a less well-known place like Kyoto, tell your story and explain why Kyoto stood out to you. This not only demonstrates that you have your own opinions, but also that you can contribute to the conversation. Being a good communicator doesn't mean you should dominate the conversation. Rather, it's about striking a balance. Avoid talking too much or too little, especially in a group situation. The most important thing is to actively listen before making a relevant contribution, such when someone shares a personal experience. To demonstrate that you're paying attention and have the ability to connect on a deeper level, recognize it and tie it to something significant from your own life. Applying Stoic principles to your communication can also have a big impact. The Stoics promoted reason and restraint, so before you speak, pause and think about the implications of what you're saying. Will it be helpful or detrimental? Elevate the discourse. This thoughtful approach not only conveys your wisdom, but also your respect for the conversation and the women involved. Hone your social abilities. When conversing about a recent film, for instance, go beyond simply stating whether you enjoyed it or not and instead discuss what you found significant about the plot or characters. This demonstrates depth and intelligence. Engage with everyone around you. Make clever jokes. Effective communication is more than just talking. It's also about listening. When you listen intently, you convey that you respect the other person's opinions and feelings, which fosters rapport and builds trust. For example, when you're out on a date and she shares her passions or struggles, you can establish a connection with her that goes beyond simple attraction. Nonverbal indicators are a crucial component of communication as well. Your message's interpretation is influenced by your body language, including your eye contact and facial expressions. Making eye contact, standing tall, and grinning warmly can all help you come across as more assured and personable. In Stoicism, the emphasis is on speaking just what is essential and significant. This involves avoiding gossip, petty chatter, and pointless disputes in favor of trying to positively and productively contribute to conversations. These nonverbal cues can frequently convey more than words alone. If a conversation becomes unpleasant or ineffective, nudge it in the direction of a more important. In addition, Stoic communication involves empathy and understanding. Try to see things from the other person's perspective, even if you disagree with them. This doesn't mean you have to change your opinion. Rather, it just means you acknowledge and respect their viewpoint. For example, if a friend shares a controversial opinion, instead of dismissing it right away, ask them to explain their reasoning. As a result, you come across as respectful and open-minded. In summary, confident communication requires a combination of lucidity, awareness, and compassion. By living according to these values, you'll not only improve your interactions, but also develop into someone who naturally draws women's attention and admiration. Speak with purpose, listen intently, and offer value to conversations. Speaking is only one aspect of communication. It also involves comprehending, building relationships, and improving the lives of those around you. If you adopt these Stoic principles, you'll discover that you attract enduring and significant connections. 9 is the number preserve an air of mystery. While it's important to be open and communicative, it's also important to maintain a sense of mystery. Let her discover you gradually share bits and pieces of your life, leaving some things to her imagination. For example, if you have an interesting hobby or story from your past, hint at it without giving it all away. This will pique her curiosity and make her want to learn more about you. For example, if you tell her you once traveled to a remote village in the mountains but you stopped there without giving away the whole adventure, she'll be intrigued and eager to hear the rest. Having your own space and time to pursue your interests and goals can further enhance the mystery. From a Stoic perspective, this approach perfectly aligns with demonstrating that you have a rich and full life that she might want to be a part of. For example, if you're passionate about painting or writing, dedicate time to these activities without feeling the need to constantly explain what you're doing. It also shows that you have a fulfilling life independent of her making you more attractive. By retaining a feeling of mystery, Stoicism encourages us to be self-sufficient and content within ourselves. You exemplify this idea by demonstrating that your contentment and happiness are not dependent on her presence or approval. In the same way that Marcus Aurelius, who found strength in his own reflections and thoughts, kept some of himself private, developing a deep and intriguing personality, you can cultivate an aura of depth and intrigue by remaining somewhat reserved and withholding certain details. Furthermore, this mystery isn't about playing games or being dishonest. Rather, it's about fostering a genuine curiosity and interest. When you reveal parts of yourself gradually, you give her the thrilling experience of learning about you over time, which can be far more captivating than laying everything out in stone. Being sincere and talkative is important, but you should also allow her gradually reveal the intriguing facets of your personality. This balance will draw her in and foster a more meaningful relationship, which will compel her to pursue you and learn more about your character. Number 10. Everything in a relationship depends on patience. It's not just a virtue. Patience is a cornerstone. Whether you're navigating complicated situations or just having a basic conversation with a girl, patience is essential. For example, when you're talking to someone you're interested in, you take your time, listen more than you speak, and show genuine interest in what she has to say. This method is based on Stoicism, which teaches us to control our emotions and remain composed under pressure. When you show patience, you project strength and confidence. For instance, in a heated argument, instead of reacting defensively, you pause, take a deep breath, and respond thoughtfully. This kind of self-control can command respect and admiration, making you more attractive to women. In addition, Stoic philosophy greatly values self-control, which is shown in patience. Stoics hold that true strength comes from self-mastery. A man who is able to restrain his emotions and resist acting on impulses is viewed as strong and reliable. This type of emotional stability is very desirable as it demonstrates that you are not readily influenced by outside events. In an environment where many people act impulsively and let their feelings control them, a man who exhibits patience stands out and becomes a symbol of strength and stability. Women are drawn to this because it gives them confidence that you will handle situations with grace and wisdom. In addition, patience enables you to develop deeper relationships because when you slow down, you can truly understand the person you are with and you give her the freedom to express herself, which fosters a sense of trust and intimacy. Remember, a man with patience is a man with everything a woman could possibly want. You're not acting on impulses, which is a hallmark of masculinity. Women often act on their emotions and speak from the heart, but they deeply respect a man who can balance his emotions with reason. This balance is what makes you stand out from the crowd. Men who lack patience and act impulsively are often seen as immature and reliable. They allow their emotions to control them, which results in rash decisions and unpredictable behavior. This kind of instability is unappealing and can drive people away. Knowing that you won't be easily moved, exercise patience in all facets of your life, whether in relationships, conversations, or achieving personal objectives. Follow your patience and you'll discover that it not only enhances your attractiveness, but also gives you a deep sense of strength and serenity. Women will be drawn to your unshakable self-control and impressed by your ability to remain composed. We appreciate you taking the time to visit with us today, and we sincerely hope you have learned a lot about how to include Stoic. As we wrap up our journey through ancient wisdom and its application in modern relationships, we want to remind you that principles can not only improve your relationships, but also your overall quality of life. Every interaction and personal development step you take will bring you closer to becoming the best version of yourself, a version that is genuinely attractive and deeply grounded in meaningful values. If you found today's content to be insightful or thought-provoking, please hit the like button. It helps more than you may realize and motivates us to continue providing you with useful stuff. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification. Now that we've turned the focus to you, our viewers, VRs, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos that might hold the key to your next major breakthrough in personal or relational progress. Whether it's a reflection of a personal experience or just a simple affirmation like, "I'm attractive," please leave a comment below. Your participation builds a supportive and inspiring community for everyone who visits our channel. Don't stop here. Check out the carefully chosen videos on your screen for more exploration, stoicism, self-development, and deep connections. To continue your journey towards a more fulfilled and respected life, click on a video. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. Rather, it's about using your inner strength to live with intention and integrity. Thank you again for watching, growing, and being a part of our community. Until the next time, keep embracing the wisdom of the Stoics. Continue to pursue excellence in all facets of your life and foster fulfilling, genuinely transforming connections.